Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a story time, and I thought I would do a story time on something that I get asked about so often, and that is my scar on my face. So let's just get straight into it. My 50 facts about me tag, I said that I was about 9 years old when I got this scar on my face. But now that I really think about it, I was actually probably 7 turning 8. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. I'm really sorry. So when I was 7 or 8, my family and I decided to go away to Mount Maunganui Beach in the holidays. So this was the summer holidays, so it was like the end of the year, and it was probably a few weeks before I had to go back to school. So my dad had bought these surf skis from a friend, and we took them over to the mount with us because we thought they'd be fun to like use over there. Just to clarify, if you don't know what a surf ski is, it looks like a canoe basically. One of the afternoons that we were there, we decided to take this surf ski out to like this actual surf. If you've been there before, you will know what I'm talking about. The main beach and the bay is on the other side, so we went down to the main beach for the afternoon. And we took the surf ski down with us. And my brothers and I were like playing on it. Because the surf was quite rough, we weren't using it properly. And my dad decided like, oh Fallon, you have a go, and I was like, okay. Because when you sit in a canoe, you know how there's the seat and you can put your legs in. Well, because I was only young then, I went to go sit in it, and obviously my feet couldn't reach the end, so I couldn't exactly fit in it to like paddle around and stuff. So my dad and I we decided to just like kind of jump on it and like let the waves take us in to shore. So I jumped on the front of it, and I was kind of lying on top of it as if you were lying on a boogie board or like a surfboard or whatever. So my dad jumped on the back of it, and my mum and I had different ways of remembering it. So, but either way, it ended up either nose planting and slipping out from underneath of us and like toppling, or it came up from underneath the both of us up front, and the end of it ended up coming up and hitting me right in the side of the face. It was just kind of like, oh yeah, it hit me kind of thing. Didn't think it did any damage, but I remember kind of clutching my face, and sorry if you get swimmish, but I came up and there was just blood everywhere. I got really scared. I was like terrified. I could still see out of my eye, so I knew it wasn't like my eye, but I knew I'd been hit straight in the face. And my dad kind of just raced over to me, and I remember him holding me and getting out of the water, walking up the beach, and it seemed like everyone was looking at me. I could just feel all these eyes on me, and I just was crying. And then this guy came up to us, and he goes, because we had left the surf ski out in the water, he came up to us and he goes, oh, do you want me to go get it for you, and are you okay? And I think he went out and got the surf ski for us because it was still in the water. And so I was walking up the beach, and mum goes, oh, we walked back to the place we were staying at, and I remember going home and getting changed. I don't remember the pain. I don't really remember it being that painful. It was more of a numb feeling more than anything. And I went to the bathroom, and I remember looking at the mirror, and I was like, oh, open. It was like an open wound, and it was like quite deep, and it was in the side of my face, and it was right upon this like bone. So I remember for some reason we went down to the surf life-saving club to see if they would do anything about it, because obviously I had been hurt in like the water, you know. We parked up at the surf club, and we went down, and we were like, hey, and we told them what had happened. And I remember them sitting me down, and like I didn't know what they were gonna have to do with my face. I think my initial reaction was terrified at the fact that I'd probably have to get stitches in my face, and I'm so scared of like all of that. It makes me like, ugh. So they said, look, we're gonna have to get an ambulance here, and we're gonna have to take you to the hospital, because it was kind of late in the afternoon / evening, so they couldn't take me to like just like the doctors or anything. They had to take me to like the hospital and like get something done to it like ASAP. They put like these little butterfly, they call them like butterfly strips or like stitches or whatever on my face. They're just like little white straps, and they put like 2 or 3 of them on on my face to kind of, it sounds gross, but like keep it together, I guess, just for the meanwhile. I remember the ambulance arriving and my dad, I think, followed in the car behind. So the ambulance people were really nice to me. They will just ask me a bunch of questions, and they put like a little monitor thingy, like that little clip thingy on my finger, and they gave me a little beer, which I think I remember calling Rose. I think I actually still have it. There I am in this ambulance. They then took me to this hospital and they were like, okay, we're here, and I said alright, and then they rolled me out on the gurney because they didn't want me like standing up, because I was like in the area where I was next in line to be getting checked out. Then I remember them wheeling me into a little area. I was just lying there kind of listening to what was happening. Basically they said like, we're gonna have to glue this together. Like it's like this special glue, like it's used for skin. At this point I was just super grateful that it had not hit my eye. I have really bad eyesight anyways. I wear glasses, and so it would have been a real shame if it had hit me in the eye. So they glued my eye together. I just remember it feeling really like warm, like hot kind of. So after that was done, I was pretty much free to go. It was not really a big deal. They like put a big, like they put like plastering over it, like from here to here, and it was like a big cotton thing, and then like plastering over it, and so I basically had like this massive like patch over here. I just remember it being really sore and achy. I don't really remember it being extremely painful, but I do remember it being quite sore at this point. So after that we went back home, and my mum was so relieved to see me, and we told her about what happened at the hospital. When we decided to go back home, we obviously had to get it checked up and looked at. We went to our like local doctor, and he went to go change the taping. When he went to go take it off, it was pulling against my skin, and it just didn't feel right. Like it was pulling against my skin and my scar, and it like, and my like thing, and it kind of hurt. Like he took it off and he was like looking at it and he goes, this hasn't been done right. My doctor said it's not coming together as well as it should. It should have been stitched instead of glued up. So either you leave it, or we can cut out the scarring for you, redo it and stitch it up so it'll come and heal closer together. And I said, no way, I am not going through that. Then I think he must have just like stuck some stuff on it. He must have stuck another like more like plastering stuff on it. From then on I just had to go to the doctors now and then. Keep on top of it, keep putting like little plasters on it to keep it together so it would like heal closer together. Over the past years it's like faded heaps. Like it's just like really, it's a really like little pink scar. It's like really nothing. I don't notice it, my friends don't notice it. So that was my story time of what happened to my face and how I got my scar. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you all very, very shortly. Bye!